Hello and welcome to this video. A series that I'm going to be doing that I don't know what I'm going to title yet. It's going to be companion along with my League of Legends Roundup, where I give you a little bit of a preview of what the games are for the day coming up. This will be released usually in the latter stages of the night when it comes to people that live on the East Coast, because this video has to come out in enough time before the games happen in the East that it makes sense. So hypothetically, if people in the East wanted to watch it, they could. So the deal is with this video series is a bit inspired by, like, a lot of my channel is inspired by the hockey guy who has a lot of hockey videos, but nobody does anything even of the sort when it comes to League. I think using a whiteboard is a good idea, and he does previews and things like that, but I want to kind of change it a bit. What are the win cons for each team? Going into tomorrow's games, comment down below with your predictions on how you think these games are going to go, these series. I will try and keep a tally. I highly doubt I'm going to have a ton of people commenting on this video to give me predictions, but nevertheless, I will keep a tally if it's not crazy and an Excel spreadsheet or whatever. Just get your predictions in before the game starts. So this happens at 4:45 Eastern in the United States. This one happens at 7. So as long as they're in before each respective game or series, I'll count it. So Weibo versus IG. As you see here, both 0-0. Of course, this is the opening series games in the 4 major regions. By the way, this is only going to happen with the major regions. I know I have a lot of CBLOL fans, but I'm not watching CBLOL games, so I can't keep track of what's going on in those games. So Weibo 13th in the world in my power rankings. That's what that indicates versus IG. Win cons. I had a really tough time trying to figure out what the win con was for IG. I literally put who plays versus stability. I think Weibo is superior in every single way. I literally was thinking to myself, is it just because IG is going to, does Weibo have to int for IG to win? And by the way, Weibo does int from time to time. So, I guess I'm not trying to persuade anybody for either side, because I don't want to persuade your prediction. Predict down below what you think is going to happen. 1 point for correct team, and an extra point if you get the amount of games right, whether it's 2-0 or 2-1. Stability, though, you know who their starting 5 is. All good players in every role. Support maybe is the one that's kind of like, it's a young player, we'll see what happens. But the other 4 roles pretty stable. IG, on the other hand, we don't know who's playing. That's why I have who plays, because depending on who plays, I could give a different look. Whether it's Zika or Nenny in top lane, or it's Mole or Yukai in mid, or I think they have 380 carries right now. Like, they are doing some crazy things with their roster. They don't know who they want to play with. Evidently, they didn't listen to me when it came to offseason, where I said, hey, maybe you should change your coach so you can figure out what the hell you're doing. So, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who plays. So, based on that alone, they have an advantage, because different champion pools, different type of players, things like that. FPX versus EDG. FPX, I have 11th in my power rankings. EDG, I have 3rd, right? Yeah, 3rd. And I don't know why I didn't put 0-0 there. That's... Oh, geez Louise. See, I'm doing this on the fly. There's one thing about my channel that I like to pride myself on. It is ensuring that everything is done in one take, no matter how awful it might look. One take is the goal, because I want honest, straight up videos. I don't want to be censoring myself, or, if I have a take, say your take. So, FPX 11th, EDG 3rd. This is a great series. I'm excited. It's a shame it's happening in the first day, but then again, we need a good game in the first day of the LPL split. FPX is a team I am super hyped about. I think that they are great, but it is all up to whether the youth comes out swinging. That's what I have written down. Youth needs to come out swinging. Those solo laners, to hit on EDG's thing, the solo lanes of EDG are superior. The bot lane pretty much, I mean, EDG's bot lane should be better, but based on how they played during spring, I'm not going to give them that much of an edge. We'll see if Viper and Miko come out, playing well versus LWX and Hung. But when it comes to Jahalu and Care, those two young players, I want to see what happens. Because Jahalu and Top did some hard carrying from time to time. Jungle is interesting with Klid. Klid's pretty good. I don't think JJ is, any worse. I think both are pretty equal junglers. So we'll see what this series turns out to be. I think it's going to be much better than this one. I really don't know if that one's going to be close. But, if you want to have a hot take and pick IG, you go right ahead. This one's going to be the interesting take, though. Flandre and Scout should beat the solo laners of FPX, but I really liked what the FPX squad showed towards the end of spring. But that's pretty much it for this video. Like the video if you like it. Comment down below, like I said, with your predictions, whether you think this video series is a good idea. I still don't know what I've titled this video as of this time. So, yeah, it's going to be whatever the title is. Hopefully people see it and it's interesting enough to click on. But, yeah, like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. And thank you for watching.